On February 1st, 2021, the military launched a coup and accused State Councillor Aung San Suu Kyi's political party of electoral fraud in the 2020 polls. The National League for Democracy Party won by a landslide, faring better than in 2015. Now, on the morning of February 1st, 2021, soldiers arrested Ms. Suu Kyi and other key leaders, including President Win Min. The arrests sparked nationwide protests. Thousands took to the streets every day, demanding the release of Aung San Suu Kyi and for the army to recognize the election results. Well, civil servants responded en masse by refusing to work for the military. This was the start of the ongoing civil disobedient movement. Nearly 3 weeks after the coup, Myanmar saw its first death of a protester. 20-year-old Mya Twe Twe Khain, who was shot in the head during a street rally, died after she was taken off life support. Though the death shocked the nation and the world, civilian killings soon became the norm. By March, the army started launching airstrikes, a tactic that continues even today. Politically, the first milestone was made in April 2021 in Jakarta. Well, that's when the 9 ASEAN leaders and Army Chief Min Aung Hlaing agreed on a peace plan known as a 5-point consensus. Since then, the Army Chief has refused to act on the 5-point peace plan. The military insists on implementing its own peace roadmap, which involves holding elections. In a rare move, ASEAN leaders agreed to exclude Army Chief Min Aung Hlaing from its annual summit in 2021, a position that ASEAN insists till today. Now, this is unprecedented, as the 10-member bloc traditionally avoids interfering in its members' affairs. Now, away from the battlegrounds, the military focused on keeping its opponents behind bars. Since her arrest, Aung San Suu Kyi was charged with a number of offences, from breaching the Official Secrets Act to committing electoral fraud and corruption. She received 33 years in jail when her trials ended just before 2023. On the resistance front, some ousted lawmakers and other individuals formed the National Unity Government, or NUG, shortly after the coup. Some ministers, like Defence and Home Affairs, are said to be operating in Myanmar. Well, the NUG gained support from the public in no time. It also extended its influence abroad, with its members making trips to the US, Timor-Leste, Czech Republic and the UK. Beyond diplomatic efforts, the NUG also formed civilian fighter troops known as the People's Defence Force. The PDF launched what it called D-Day on September 7th, 2021, targeting the Myanmar military and its supporters. The NUG says the PDF is now capable of manufacturing its own weapons. It's also bought drones that are used to drop bombs on military targets. Well, violence escalated on October 27th last year when a trio of ethnic armies launched a major offensive against the military. The operation was dubbed 1027 to mark the date of the mission. It's the first time the ethnic armies are launching coordinated and prolonged attacks against the Myanmar military. Well, that's led to some observers saying that Operation 1027 is the biggest threat to the army so far. The operation also inspired other ethnic armed groups and rebels to ride on that wave of offensive against the Myanmar army. The NUG has also publicly thrown its support behind Operation 1027. But after 3 years of turmoil, a political stalemate, and with none of the stakeholders willing to budge, Myanmar is left tattered. The United Nations says more than 2.6 million people are displaced. Death toll remains a challenge to verify since the military coup. But rights groups say more than 4,300 civilians have been killed since 2021. The Peace Research Institute of Oslo placed the death toll as high as 6,000. The NUG adds at least 570 children were killed since February 1st, 2021.